So you really thought that Biden was going to actually make the government forgive your student loans, right? So what's up, y'all? Back with another video. It's actually my third video today, and so I think it was like what 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the Supreme Court just announced that they are rejecting and shutting down Biden's student loan forgiveness plan but just simply because they don't want to pay for other people's mistakes. And personally, I kind of agree with them, right? So here's the thing about student loans. Even though the government has made it to where they put a lot of Americans in a position to where they felt they need to get student loans to pay for college, and now a lot of people, they didn't choose necessarily the right majors, and also college doesn't have a pretty decent conversion rate when it comes to the return on investment. So now a lot of people who've made poor decisions or is in just a crazy amount of debt have decided to Biden's gonna get rid of our debt. And honestly, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Biden, for the most part, provided you guys a sense of false hope. If you really think the government was gonna pay off or forgive all your student loans, you're smoking crack. Biden nor the government is gonna just give you an easy way out. That's not happening. And that's just being realistic. At the end of the day, the only person who's gonna get you out of debt is gonna be yourself. And unfortunately, when it comes to, getting student loans, that's something that you can't escape. It's kind of like the IRS and having IRS debt. You can't escape it because it's from the federal government. So it's not like a credit card to where, 7 years down the line, you could, have a clean slate. When you die, they still want their money. So, but even though that is the case, I'm gonna give you guys some tips on what you guys can do to actually get around the whole student loan situation, right? So, number one, when it comes to things on the federal level, for the most part, a lot of federal stuff really doesn't cater to the average American, especially the ones who live below poverty level, unless you're a business owner. So your best bet to pay off your student loan is probably to start a business that's gonna create you some extra income along with your job to help you pay down your debt. Even if it's, start a YouTube channel, start a car rental business, whatever. You can utilize a business to help pay your debt. Another thing you can do is because a lot of people realistically are not going to pay off their student loans. They're just being realistic. But for those people, so if you guys watch this channel, I'm actually a licensed real estate agent in Florida. For those who still feel like you won't be able to buy a house, most home buyer programs in Florida actually will pretty much kind of forgive your student loans when it comes to buying a home, to where that debt is they only look at like 1% of your debt. Now, of course, it depends on the lender you're working with. Of course, if you guys want more information, feel free to book a free consultation with me. All the info is going to be in the description. But for the most part, you can still buy a home and with student loans debt. But for the most part, a lot of you guys just need to focus on having like high income skill sets and focusing on getting high income skill sets to get yourselves out of student loan debt. That's actually what I'm practicing right now. A couple videos before this, I'm actually in the middle of taking my course career, so I'm looking into getting into tech sales to kind of run up a bag there and put more capital into my businesses, because I have my own online business, got my own perfume business, got my own real estate business as well, but those things are not necessarily consistent. But luckily, still have my youth, so still in the trial and error phase. When I'm able to just keep testing and keep failing. The quicker I fail, the quicker I get to where I'm trying to go. But moral of the story, guys, is and that's actually another thing too. So I don't even know what, because I'm actually still in college, and a lot of people don't even know that. For IT, I actually take the summer off to kind of focus on making money and just kind of finding myself when it comes to like figuring out how I'm gonna pay my tuition. Because I'm one of those people. I'm refusing to get student loans. I don't care if I'm gonna be the next cybersecurity major. I'm not getting no student loans. That's not what it is. Because I have family members who have student loans, and it ain't no joke. But yeah, guys. So those are your best bet when it comes to student loans. In reality, the state has more programs. Depending on what state you live in, the state has more programs to help you get rid of your student loan debt than the federal government does. The federal government is honestly going to leave you out to die for all they care. So it's definitely worth, looking at some grants that you could potentially apply for in your state or wherever you're living at to see if they can help get rid of your student loans, or just, take my advice and start a lucrative business. It may take time to grow, but just like it took time to get those student loans, you got time. If you're not dead yet, you got time. Hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, and share.